Thank you for having me. The name is Krishna Malampati, and I am responsible for sales and marketing at XConn Technologies. Now, XConn Technologies is a startup, and we were founded about 5 years ago, and we are focused on AI interconnectivity. We solve three problems, right? One is connectivity, second is the memory stranding, and the third one is the scale up. These are the three challenges in the AI market that we have set out to solve. So to help customers solve these challenges, right, we build PCIe switches for connectivity, CXL switches for the memory stranding problem, and the UA link switches for scale up. And by the way, the target customers for all these three technologies are the same cloud service providers, OEMs, and ODMs. And as far as our flagship offering, XConn Technologies is the first and still the only company in the industry to offer the largest lane count switch, and that's 256 lanes. Now, customers need such a high lane switch, a PCIe switch, for connecting multiple GPUs, NICs, and SSDs for the lowest latency in the AI applications. Now, memory stranding problem in the same AI market, customers need a large lane CXL switch for memory pooling and sharing among multiple hosts and the multi-terabit memory that all these hosts need. So I would say that our flagship offering is really the fact that we have 256 lane switch, and we're still the only one in the industry that has it. PCIe technology has been around for over 20 years, starting with PCIe Gen 1 in 2004. And I've been fortunate enough to have a front row seat to the entire PCIe generation from 2004. So you could say I've been doing this for over 20 years. And what we noticed in the market is that other competitive PCIe switches are about 100 lanes to 104 lanes, etc. Right? And that forced customers to use multiple switches in order to build their AI application. Now, multiple switches means a lot of board space, a lot of power, a lot of cost, et cetera, right? So what we decided was the best way to solve this AI connectivity problem for PCIe is by offering a largest lane count switch, almost twice as much as the closest competitor. So to answer your question, customers were using smaller lane count switches in multiple numbers, right? And now they use very few 1 or 2 XConn switches to solve that AI connectivity problem with PCIe. Now, CXL has been a brand new technology. Right, it's been around for now 5 years, the technology itself, and we're leading that charge for solving the memory stranding problem with the CXL switch. So that's a good question because, the executive leadership, the founding team, we've all been doing PCIe switches for quite some time now. I mean, we don't want to carbonate ourselves and age ourselves, but we've been doing this quite a bit, right? So we've always noticed that problem where customers need, a larger switch. But the same PCIe switches are also trying to address the market at the low end as well, like 32 lanes, like 48 lanes, 64 lanes. So that's where we noticed that, all the existing PCIe switch companies are trying to solve all these problems. So we decided that we're going to focus simply on AI applications. And we said we're only going to do 256 lanes. That way we have focus and differentiation for the customers. That's the first thing we noticed, and I'm sure everybody in the industry agrees about this, right? This AI train is moving forward and is moving forward at great speed. And I think, there's a lot of good things that I believe will come out of this whole AI effort. Now, some things may work, some things may not work out, but, that's where the markets and the customers and users like me and you, Gladys, will decide what's good and what's not good. But that is a train that's not about to stop anytime soon. That's our opinion. Right. So three technologies. XConn focuses on three technologies, right? PCIe, CXL, and UA link. And these are the three interconnect technologies in the AI applications. So if your customer is looking at what is the best solution out there for them to solve these three problems, XConn should be on the top of their mind because this is all we do. We're focused on these three technologies. We have switches for it. And the other thing I'll tell you is our PCIe and CXL switches are drop-in pin compatible. And that's obviously because CXL runs on top of PCI Express. So when customers do their PCIe design, they have automatically done a CXL design, or vice versa. When a customer has done a CXL design, they've automatically done the PCIe design. And also, we support what's unique in the industry called the hybrid mode, where a certain portion of our 256 lanes, which is programmable, whether that's 64 lanes or 128 lanes, some of those lanes can be PCIe only, and the remaining lanes can be CXL only. So that means with one design, customers could have PCIe and CXL in their system. So that's one more unique thing about XConn, in addition to the large lane count switch.